Good morning, students. Today we will learn about the uses of air. In last class we discussed about the properties and experiment how to prove that properties. All this we discussed. Today we will learn what are the uses of air. Okay? We know that without air we can't. Not only we can't, but all the living things can't live. So my dear children, many uses are there. Now we can check which are the main uses of air. The first use of air is all living things need air to breathe and to stay alive. That we know. Okay, without air we can't live. So that is the first use of air. All living things need air to breathe. Okay, then the second point is air is needed to fly for these birds. Okay, that means the birds can fly with the help of this air. Okay, then the third use of air is needed to fill up balloons, tires and food bowl. We need some air, no? Otherwise that food bowl, tire and all other these things will be deflated. So we need air to fill up food bowl, balloons and tires. Okay, then the last main point of air is needed for burning. What is the meaning of burning? Yes, to make fire. That means we need some air to make fire. This statement we can explain or we can prove with an experiment. Look at here. In this video, we can see a lighted candle and we can cover this lighted candle with a glass jar. After some times when we see this one, we can see the lighted candle goes out. That means there is no light. How this happens? Yes, in that jar, in that glass jar, there is not enough air to keep the candle burning. Okay, that means we need air to make fire. Okay, so these are the 4 uses of air. Once again, we can repeat. The first use of air is all living things need air to breathe and to stay alive. And the second point is birds can use this air to fly. Third point is, yes, using this air we can fill up balloons, tire and food bowl. And the last point is air is needed for burning. So children, let's look about in detail about this process of breathing. The first point is air is needed for breathing. So we can look how this breathing takes place in living organism. Breathing means, what is the meaning of breathing? Yes, intake of air, taking air and given out this air of the body. That is the meaning of breathing. Breathing means it is a process by which air taken in and given out of the body. Okay? And now we know that all the living organism taking this air and given out air. And there are some special organ helps for this breathing. We can check which are the special organs helps for this breathing. In insect, what is the meaning of insect? A small organism like this honeybee, ants, butterfly, all these are the insects. So these insects have special organ for this breathing. Okay, this organ we can see in their body. In their body there are small tiny holes. That tiny holes we can call spiracle. Using the spiracle they can breathe. Okay, so my dear children, insect use spiracle, okay, for this breathing. Then the second type of organism is fish. Which organ helps for this breathing? Yes, we know that there are gills present in the both side of fish. the red color, that gills helps for breathing. So that means fish breathe through gills. And next organism is frog. Frog means it is an amphibian. What is the meaning of amphibian? Yes, the living organism, they can live. They have an ability to live both on land and in water. That type of organism we can call amphibian. So frog can do this one. So we can call frog is an amphibian. So frog has two organs, helps for this breathing. When frog lives on land, they use their lungs. But when frog lives in water, they use their moist skin. What do you mean by moist skin? Yes, the wet skin. Okay, always water content is there. That type of skin we can call moist skin. So frog use their moist skin and lungs. Both organs they can use for breathing. And next one is bird and reptiles. What is the meaning of reptiles? Yes, the snake, lizard, alligator, crocodile, all these are the reptiles. So birds and reptiles breathe through their lungs. And the same way human beings also breathe through their lungs. We have lungs. Using that lungs we breathe. Okay. So now we can check in our body how this breathing takes place. Okay. First we can look about how this air we take in. We take in air through our nose. So this process, the take in air through the nose, that process we can call inhalation. Inhalation means taking air. Okay. And when this air taken, it will goes into our lungs. Our lungs is the breathing organ. Okay. In human being, which organ helps for breathing? Our lungs. And which organ helps for taking air? Yes, our nose. So through the nose we take the air and that air goes into lungs. In the lungs, our blood absorbs oxygen. At the same time, our blood contains carbon dioxide. From where this carbon dioxide is coming? Yes, in our body, there are carbon dioxide is there. After releasing the energy, our body produce carbon dioxide. So that carbon dioxide we want to remove. So at the same time, the blood release the carbon dioxide into the lungs, and the blood, at the same time, blood, yes, absorb the oxygen. Okay, so this exchange, the gaseous exchange takes place in our lungs. So after absorbing the oxygen, now we want to release the carbon dioxide. So that carbon dioxide goes out through the same nose. That process we can call exhalation. Okay, so exhalation and inhalation takes place in our body. Due to this exhalation and inhalation, our breathing will be completed. So, my dear children, in human body, breathing consists of two processes, inhalation and exhalation. Now, let's check how this inhalation and exhalation takes place in our body. And which are the movements or which are the organs takes place for this inhalation and exhalation. First, when we take in air, at that time, our body contains one muscle, a thin muscle sheet below our lungs. That muscle sheet we can call diaphragm. Diaphragm means a muscle sheet present in our, yes, in our body, where we can see below the lungs. That muscle sheet, when our intake air, that muscle sheet, that diaphragm move down. Okay, move down. So, there is more space. Okay, at the same time our ribs, our rib muscles, that means our chest. Okay, there are many bones are there, 12 bones are there, that bones we can call the ribs. So, our ribs also will move outward. This movement helps our chest cavity to increase in maximum level. Okay, so there are more air. It will enter into our lungs. Okay, my dear. So this muscle sheath, the diaphragm means, what do you mean by diaphragm? A thin muscle sheath present below our lungs. Its shape is dome shape. Okay. So this dome shape muscle sheath, when we intake air, that time that muscle sheath goes down and become flattened. Okay. So there may be more space will be there. And at the same time our ribs also goes outwards. So this will lead to our chest cavity maximum size. Okay, increase in maximum size. So more air will enter into our lungs. This type of movements takes place when we inhale air. And when we exhale out, what happens? The reverse process will take place. That means the diaphragm will move upward. Okay, that means it will takes its shape, dome shape. At the same time, the ribs also move inward. So our lungs will decrease its size and we will release, or the carbon dioxide goes outside. That is our exhalation. Okay, this much movements takes place when we inhale and exhale. Okay, inhale means intake of air and exhale means goes out. That means removal of carbon dioxide. Okay, so breathing takes place with the help of this two process. So my dear children, this breathing is very important. You should study well human breathing. Okay, which are the organs helps for the breathing and which are the process take place in this breathing process. Okay. Now we can move to the last topic of our chapter. So in this chapter we studied the uses, properties, everything about the air. Now we can check how this air polluted. We know that our activities, human activities leads to pollution of air. Now we can check about this air pollution. The smoke that coming from vehicle, not only vehicle, from industry, that means factory, and the spit, when we spit, that spit also contains germs like bacteria, viruses and harmful dust. And sometimes we burst crackers in festival season, we burst crackers that also produce many dangerous or poisonous gases. When we burn the plastics, that means burn the solid waste or garbage or the leaves, dry leaves or woods, that also leads to the pollution. So all these activities, human activities leads to the air pollution. And this air pollution causes many dangerous or serious health issues. Not only health issues, many dangerous problems also happen in our society. Once again, we can say the definition of air pollution: the addition of undesirable and harmful substance to the air as a result of human activities. We can call it air pollution. Okay. Now let's check about the causes, effects and how to reduce this air pollution. Okay. The first cause, the smoke that are coming from industry. Okay. That smoke contains some dangerous gases or heavy metals. That is the first reason of this air pollution. And the second reason is the smoke that coming from vehicles. We know that some chemicals also comes from this smoke. Okay, so first two causes is the smoke that are coming from industry, and the second one, the smoke that coming from vehicle, and the third one, burning of solid garbage. What do you mean by solid garbage? Yes, the waste such as the plastic waste When we burn this solid waste, it will release dangerous gases. That also leads to the air pollution. Okay. Then the last point is harmful and unwanted particles, dust particles, and our speech also leads to this air pollution, because our speech sometimes contains bacteria, germs. This also leads to the air pollution. So my dear children, there are four causes for this air pollution. The first cause is smoke that coming from industry, and the second one is smoke that coming from vehicles, and the third one, yes, burning of solid garbage. Then the last one, harmful and undesirable dust particles, and the speech also leads to the air pollution. These are the four causes. Now let's check about the effect, how this air pollution affects all living organisms or atmosphere. The first effect, we know that air pollution leads to many health hazards. That means air pollution leads to the disease asthma. Asthma is one type of breathing problem. We can't breathe properly. So the first effect is air pollution leads to disease like asthma and lung cancer. We know that our breathing organ is, human beings' breathing organ is lungs. So when we breathe this polluted air continuously, our lungs become, yes, may fall into this diseases. So my dear children, the first effect is air pollution leads to many diseases such as asthma and lung cancer. And the second effect is it will cause diseases such as the breathing problem, sneezing, headache, coughing, all types of breathing problem will happen due to this air pollution. Okay. Then the third one is this air pollution also affect our atmosphere. We know that our atmosphere contains a protective layer. That layer we can call the ozone layer. This ozone layer protects us from this ultraviolet radiation that are coming from sun. What do you mean by ultraviolet radiation? Yes, the dangerous radiation. This radiation leads to many diseases. If it is directly falls on our skin, skin cancer will happen and many diseases will happen. So this ultraviolet radiation, it will come from the sun. But there is one layer over our atmosphere, over our earth. That layer protects us from this ultraviolet radiation. But air pollution leads to, or air pollution, one of the cause for this depletion of ozone layer. What is the meaning of depletion? Yes, making hole. That means when this polluted air, that air contains many chemicals and many dangerous poisonous gases. When these poisonous gases when it enters, and it will rises up and it will make holes in this ozone layer. Through that holes, ultraviolet radiation directly coming to this earth. Okay, so my dear children, the third effect is air pollution may even destroy the ozone layer also. So the first effect is the air pollution leads to many health breathing diseases such as asthma, lung cancer, and the second one is many breathing problem such as sneezing, headache and coughing, and the last one is air pollution may even destroy the ozone layer also. These are the three effects. Now we can move to how to prevent or how to reduce this air pollution. We know that our activities only result this air pollution. So if we reduce such type of activities, we can reduce the air pollution. So now we can discuss about what are the preventive measures or what are the reducing measures of this air pollution. The first point is we can control the smoke that coming from this industry. That means the smoke that coming from this industry we can filter. Okay, we can filter the harmful gases. After that only we can release the smoke. Okay, that is the first solution. Which is the first preventive measure? Yes, we can filter the harmful gases that coming from this industry. Before releasing the smoke, we should, the industry authority should filter the harmful gases, and they can use the energy efficient boilers to destroy these harmful gases. And the next one, never locate or never keep the industry in a residential area. What do you mean by residential area? Yes, many peoples are living in that area, that is a residential area. So never locate this industry in this residential area. Please keep a long distance between this residential area and this industry. Okay, so this is the first point. We can prevent this air pollution. Okay, then the second point is we can use CNG instead of petrol or diesel. Okay, because the smoke that are coming from the vehicle also one of the cause for this air pollution. So instead of petrol and diesel, we can use one type of gas. That gas is a natural gas. That is a CNG. This CNG means compressed natural gas. This compressed natural gas is a pure gas which will never produce more pollution, and this is a natural one, and it is a cheaper gas, so we can use this natural gas instead of petrol and diesel, and in this way we can reduce this smoke coming from this vehicle. Okay, so CNG is the second type of the preventive measure. We can reduce the air pollution. Okay, then the last point is never burn the solid waste, that means solid garbage. Okay, if we burn this plastics or such type of solid garbage, poisonous gas will release. So never do that. We should avoid such type of burning. Okay, so these are the 3 preventive measures to reduce this air pollution. So my dear children, our chapter is over. So today we discussed many things. Once again we can repeat today's portion. First we discussed the uses of air. There are 4 uses. The first use, all living organism needs air to breathe and to stay alive. And the second point is birds can use air to fly. Then the third one, using this air we can fill up balloons, tires and food bowl, etc. And the last point, air is needed for burning. Okay, so these are the 4 main uses of air. After that we discuss about the process of breathing. Okay, breathing means it is a process by which taking air and give out air. That is the meaning of breathing. And different organs also perform in different animals too. And there are different types of organs performing this breathing. For example, insects breathing organ is spiral, and fish breathing organ is gills. Then frog has 2 breathing organs, moist skin and lungs. Birds, reptiles and human beings also use their lungs to breathe. There are 2 processes takes place in our body, inhalation and exhalation. That means breathing consisting of 2 processes, inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation means when we take in air through our nose, and the gaseous exchange takes place in our lungs. After that, the contaminated, the carbon dioxide, that air will goes out through our nose, that is the exhalation. So these are the two processes, and when we inhale, our body contains some movements. Yes, we go to air pollution. We know that human activities only leads to this air pollution. So we can define air pollution like this way: the addition of harmful and undesirable substance to the air as a result of human activities. After that, we check the causes, effects, and the preventive measures. There are four causes. The first cause, that smoke that coming from industry. Second one, smoke that coming from vehicles. Third one, burning of garbage. And fourth one, harmful dust particles and even spit also leads to the air pollution. After completing the causes, we move to effects. Effects of air pollution. There are many health issues happens due to this air pollution. Breathing issues. The first one is disease such as asthma and lung cancer happen due to this air pollution. And the second one is breathing issues such as sneezing, coughing, and headache. All this happens. And the last one is the air pollution may even affect or destroy this ozone layer. This ozone layer that we can see in our atmosphere. And after that effect, we discussed how to reduce the air pollution. There are 3 points. The first one, yes, we can filter or sort out the harmful gases before releasing the smoke in industry. Okay, and the second one is we can use CNG instead of petrol or diesel. And the last one, we should avoid burning of garbage, solid garbage. These are the points we discussed today. So my dear children, now all of you please open your notebook, copy all these questions and complete your homework. And you should complete your textbook question boxes and exercises also. I will send that answer key through WhatsApp. So my dear children, thank you. Have a nice day.